I've been feeling like life is running on autopilot lately, and that's no longer how I'm going to choose to live my 20s. So, for the next 4-ish months, I'm going to be redesigning my life by focusing on what really matters. Welcome to 27 by Design. I'm Nasa, and if you don't know me, I'm a creative, much like all of us. I vlog. I'm also balancing, living my 20s, having a 9 to 5, navigating new spaces, navigating new friendships, navigating a new world. And this is week 1 of 27 by Design. What does 27 by Design mean? I called it this because I'm intentionally designing the life that I wanted to step into in my 27th year. I'm personally tired of just letting things happen to me, and I'm also tired of being the good majority for the reason of all my problems. I want to take control of what I can control and leave what I can't control on the sidelines. This challenge technically, in a way, started on July 20th, but this video is being released on July 23rd. And to be honest, I have already slipped up. So let's start this challenge on July 23rd. You guys are going to hold me accountable, and it's going to end on my 27th birthday, November 25th. So excited. Here are the main focus areas for the challenge. We have physical health, spirituality, creativity, and the big one, finances. And here's my approach. I'm not going to be perfect. As I've already said, this challenge officially started on the 20th, but I've fallen by the wayside a little bit, so we're playing catch up. So don't expect perfection because I'm only human. I'm just going to be trying my best. And I hope that it encourages you to do the same. So I know that we all kind of think about embarking on a challenge, but I finally decided to bite the bullet because I've been feeling out of whack for a while now. And it's tiring to just wake up every single day and essentially be disappointed with yourself and disappointed with who you are and what you're doing. And that's where I found myself. Like, I'm doing okay, but I'm not thriving. And I want to be thriving. By the time I'm 30, I want to be 30, flirty, and thriving. And if you know where that's from, you're a real one. Before I turn 27, however, I want to feel proud of who I am, of the person that I am, of the woman that I'm becoming. I want, 10-year-old Nasa to look at 27-year-old Nasa and be like, okay, she's that girl. So that's what I'm aiming for. And like I said, I'm not perfect. So there's only one being, there's only one person, there's only one way that I can get through all of this. And this is going to be with God, okay? But let me tell you, and I'm going to be leaning on him heavily because it's already been a challenge and I'm already find myself falling off. So I'm going to definitely be relying on my Lord and Savior to get me through this. Let's get into my game plan for the next 18 weeks. First, I mentioned physical health. Improving my physical health is relatively simple. I consider myself an active person. I walk outside a lot. I have no problem being consistent in the gym. So consistency in the gym is going to aid in me losing 10 pounds. I am by no means extremely unhappy with my weight. I just want to recomp. I just want to be proud of what I look at in the mirror. So we're losing 10 pounds. That is going to be completed through physical activity on a more than daily basis, at least every day of the work week. Weekends, we can take off for a rest, but I'd like to do a Saturday as an active rest and then a Sunday as an actual rest. TBD, however. And also cooking healthier meals, cooking at home, which is going to be a struggle for me. You'll see in cooking vlogs that I post that I'm not a cook. By no means. I get frazzled, I get stressed, but we're gonna do it. We have to. So physical health, main goal, losing 10 pounds. Second main goal for physical health is to book a workout class of some sorts. And I think by no means are workout classes required in any way, but I've found myself shying away from them because I'm afraid of the challenge. It's going to be a challenge. Mat Pilates, Reformer Pilates, Bar, Legree, they're all going to be challenging for me. And that's a challenge that I've never wanted to take. And so now I'm going to step outside of my comfort zone and force myself to do something new. So 2 main goals, lose 10 pounds, book a workout class of some sorts before November 25th. Second, I mentioned improving my spiritual well-being. And I plan to do that by 1, reading a chapter of the Bible every morning and every night. And I don't want to subject myself to feeling like I need to study the word because while that's important, I'm not saying that it's not, it takes me away from simply reading. I feel like, because what is some like mundane action? Maybe like because I'm walking on a treadmill, I'm not going to read this chapter because I don't have time to study it. Or maybe because I'm walking to work, I'm not going to listen to the Bible because I don't have time to study it. It doesn't make sense, but that's just the way that my brain works. So I just need to begin with reading 2 chapters a day, and then that's a non-negotiable, and then obviously study time will also and can also be incorporated. So that's goal number 1 for improving my spiritual well-being. And then secondly, my prayer life has fallen by the wayside. I will be 100% honest. I don't pray as often as I did. It is not the first thing that I do when I wake up, and it's not the last thing that I do before I go to bed. And I personally don't want to live like that. So that is number 2, implementing prayer throughout my day more often. Number 3, I mentioned creativity. I am working on self-publishing my 2nd book, and I'd like to have that done before the end of year. And so I'll say that I would need to finish editing my book, finish revising, and then also be well on my way toward publishing the book. And that looks like being sure that I've marketed the book, reaching out to readers who can read beforehand and be prepared with reviews, etc. So that's my creativity bit. Finish my book, and then also maintain consistency with this challenge. I think this is obviously a well-being challenge overall, and creatively, I like to use YouTube and social media as a creative outlet. And so sticking with this challenge will only allow me to scratch that itch, feed that little piece of me that I don't often feed. So those are the 2 for creativity. And lastly, finances. Oh my gosh. All right. I'm going to be budgeting. I have a budgeting kind of Excel sheet that I like. I haven't started it yet, but that I like the way that it looks. I'm really embarrassed to take a look at all the money that I spend and all of the things that I spend money on, but it's got to be done, sister. So I am going to be budgeting. I want to do some fun no-spend challenges that I think I will announce whenever I start it on a Sunday, and then we can maybe partake in it together and report back how we did. And I want to take my side hustle seriously. I have a website, The Unaesthetic Aesthetic, where I offer creative services, particularly for writers. And I want to really dive deeper into that, because while I do enjoy writing, I also enjoy editing, and I also enjoy kind of being a creative outlet for other people, and giving my creative input. So if I focus on that side hustle, then that will increase my finances. So those are my big 3: budgeting, fun no spend challenges, and honing in on taking my side hustles seriously. So we'll see how that goes. I would like to, in the end, pay off at least one of my credit cards and save at least $2,000 before November 25th. So that's the main goal that I have for my finances, and those 3 things are how I plan to get there. So like I said, we're in week 1, and I'm going to be using this time to get myself ready. So like I said, I have the budgeting app, and budgeting Excel sheet, and I'd like to get it started with August 1st being the first day. So I'm going to take some time to budget. I have actually meals that I could be eating instead of going to get burgers, that I'm going to be partaking in, and just kind of softly resetting, getting into my daily devotional so that I can feel more inclined to then read a chapter of the Bible. Even if I don't know where to start, I can pull a verse from the daily devotional. Working out, I'm about to finish up this video and hit a lower body Pilates workout because I haven't worked out today. Just kind of starting off slowly. The old me would be like, okay, well, you wanted to do a weight training leg day and you didn't get to do it this morning, and you're too tired to do it now, so you're not going to work out. We're changing our mindset so that my habits will change. So that's what week 1 looks like. I'm excited to get started. Like I said, this video is coming out on Wednesday, but going forward, I do anticipate videos coming out every Sunday until November 25th. Y'all get to see me on your TV screen. No, I'm kidding. But if you're watching this on Wednesday and you want to partake in this challenge, join me in the rest of this first week with getting your stuff together. Let's start a soft reset. Let's determine which pillars you would like to work on in the next 4 months, and comment down below one of those pillars. If you're joining me with physical health, comment down below your goal. If you're joining me in the creativity, comment down below your goal. Spirituality, finances, comment down below. And if you're making up something on your own, I'd love to hear it. I know I won't be perfect at this, and I'm not expecting anyone else to be perfect at this. The main point is that we're trying. Progress over perfection. That is literally my life's motto, and that's what we're going to be doing for the next 4 months. So cheers to the start of 27 by design. If you're turning 28, change it. If you're turning 29, change it. If you're turning 18, change it, okay? Personalize this challenge and let's kill it together. I will see you guys on Sunday. I hope that you enjoy the rest of your week, and I hope that you set some killer goals so we can get started with this challenge. Bye, guys.